Welcome back to We Cook Things. In today's episode, I will be showing you how to make my mother's recipe of chow mein. Now we'll start off by cutting the red onion. We'll be cubing this. I always use the purple colour onions and not the brown onions because these ones have much more flavour, I believe. So I choose these instead. And if you notice beside us, we have a bowl with a green bag in it. That's our green waste bag that we put in the green waste bin outside. We put all our food scraps in there every time we cook. And then it just saves the smell in the kitchen bin. It's not nice. So we just get it all out of the way and we chop up this onion. All right, so the next ingredient will be carrots. We're going to cut and peel 3 carrots. Now we're going to grate them. I don't do them right down to the end because I always get worried that I'm going to cut my finger, so I just eat the ends of them. And now we'll start on the cabbage. The best cabbage to use is the savoy cabbage. I do prefer the savoy cabbage to the normal drumhead cabbage because the savoy just feels a lot easier to cut. It feels a lot easier to cook. It's not so firm. So I really do highly recommend that you use this one for chow mein. Now we're going to cut these little hard bits out of the center. I do not like using them. And I always cut them a little bit smaller so it's a bit easier for me to handle. And then I just try to finely chop the cabbage. There we go. We put that to the side. And now we're done with all of our scraps that we will have for today. And we're using jasmine rice. I do prefer to use basmati rice, but we had none, so we're having the sticky kind of feeling rice tonight. And it's a recipe for 4 people, so there should only be 4 cups. But I put in 6 so that I can make more to have leftovers for the next day, or they can eat more that night. And we just fill it with water a little bit, give it a good rinse. You only have to rinse it once, drain it, and then put the cups of water back in. We did 6 cups of rice, so I have to do 6 cups of water, and then we just put it in the rice cooker and switch it on. Okay, now to the mince. I got this from Coles. It's 800 grams of premium mince. And I've plugged in my electric fry pan and just popping a little bit of olive oil in there because the olive oil is the best oil to use. Okay, now the pan's heated. We put the onions in, sizzle them up. Onions always smell really good when you're frying them. Next, we put the meat in and break it up as much as you can. Okay, now I like to grab a wooden spoon and try and break up the mince as much as possible. It's hard to do, but if you put some water in it, it'll make it a lot easier. And we need the water. You just put enough in so it just covers the meat. We need to brown the meat until cooked. And then turn it down to minimum. By this time, there should be just enough water left on the bottom to add the carrot in. Give that a mix around. And we're going to be putting Keen's curry into it. I do heaped teaspoons So we're going to put 3 heaped teaspoons in there. Now we add the cabbage. The reason we leave a little bit of water on the bottom is so that it can soak into the cabbage and cook quite easy. It's already starting to look really yummy. And I like to add some extra color into it, so we're going to be using some corn. Again, there is no measurements for this. Most of my cooking is done by eye, so it's just whatever you feel like putting into the mixture. And now we're just going to let it sit to keep warm because we're waiting for the rice, which is now done. And we'll scoop the rice into it. We do this bit by bit just so it's not messy. I would have loved to have used basmati rice. I do love basmati rice a lot. I feel like it has like a more cleaner texture, but we didn't have any, so we're having the jasmine rice tonight, which is still very, very beautiful. But I find the jasmine rice to be a little bit stickier. And so we're going to add the rest in. This does make so much, and I do love to make this for the reason that we can have leftovers the next night. So when you get home from work, you don't have to think about what to cook. And now we're just going to plate it up. It looks so yum. It's as delicious as it looks. And there's our leftovers that we can cool down and then put into the freezer to have on another night. So I really hope you enjoyed this, guys. Bye.